Alright, so I just got back from the car show. It's Saturday evening. I think it's about 6 o'clock or something like that. I have a major problem with my truck. A lady pulled up beside me in Belleville, said, "You have no brake lights, no trailer lights at all. So, and no brake lights on the truck, so that's not good. You're supposed to check this stuff before you pull out." I thought it was working. I seen the park lights working, but apparently not. So it could be a ground problem, I'm not sure. But the brake lights on the truck, like really? You got no lights there at all. I mean, the signal lights work, which doesn't make any sense. So it could be an issue up front. I need to pick Tankenstein up tomorrow, so we need to get this done. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is just go through it down here. And then I'm going to go back up top and I'm going to check the fuse panel. What I'm doing right here is I'm going to look for some green wire. I see my repair right there. I put two connectors, shrink wrap connectors on the tri-light, but that's not the issue. No brake lights. Okay, that could be up into here somewhere. I see a bunch of mess right here. So that goes down there to the trailer hitch, but it also goes up there. So let's start with untaping all this shit. I see a loose green wire there. Yeah, this is not something I want to do right now, but you gotta do it. You gotta pick up Tankenstein tomorrow, so I'll get back at you when I get her cut apart. Alright, so I was just noticing peeling my harness away at the front, and I noticed this was all loose. It's not in where it's supposed to be, and it looks like it's chafed through onto some of the wires, so I'm guessing it blew a fuse, maybe. That's not nice. I don't want to do this right now. This is probably one of the worst friggin' jobs ever. Following someone's nightmare of a friggin' wire mess. I gotta unravel all this. These are a no-no. These quick connect thingies, that's a no-no. No. You can see the wire, there's a wire off there. It broke off. I don't know where it is, I'll have to find it. This is a yes. The way they've done that with the heat shrink on it, yes, that's the way you do that. Not that. No, no. So we're going to address this issue right here. I'm thinking it chafed on the shock and friggin' shorted something out and took a fuse out. Alright, here's another thing that teased me off. You can see someone's been in here before me, and they've back probed the wire right there, and they didn't cover it up, so now it's all rotted out probably inside. So I'm not sure where my problem is. Alright, first things first, I'm gonna go check my fuses. It's where you should always start, because power windows. My truck doesn't have power windows. Power seats. Are you kidding me? Anyway, I don't see. Well, I'll go through all these anyway. Park lamps. Brake lights probably in there somewhere. Let's go through the fuses first. Make sure I got everything right. Nothing worse than going in the back and start playing around with friggin' wiring if you have no power back there. So let's go here. Now what I find funny about this is I have hazard and signal lights. Be quiet, dog. No one wants to hear you. Jerk. Anyway, what I find funny here is I have signal lights and tail lights. So the wiring should be good to the back. So it should be in the front. Brake switch or something. Something's going on. And I noticed the other day my electric brake controller doesn't light up anymore. Doesn't have power. Now I'm at the front fuse panel. That one right there is for the brake lights. It appears to be good. It's a visual thing, but I can take the one out for the hazard lights the same, and I'll put it there just in case the contact's burnt in it. I doubt it, but let's go with that first. I can see all these are real good. And I checked all these. Good too. Now I'm having a problem with my headlight too on this side. Ground issue, so that could be all tied into the same thing. Alright, now that I've switched the fuse under the hood, the hazard lights don't work anymore. So that just tells me that that fuse is no good. Even though you can see it visually, it looks good, but yeah, I can switch it back and prove my point. Now put the fuse back in. Have hazard lights. I got one anyway. What the hell's up with that? Both the lights on the dash are going before. There it goes. Now I have hazard lights, so it's got to be that fuse. Okay, it's going to be hard to see, but I have brake lights again, which is a big friggin' relief. Now we got to address the trailer ones. I'm going to go back under here, and I don't have time to do it tonight. I'm going to pop all that in, tape it all up, keep that from chafing on something. I think what happened is that chafed on the shock and blew the fuse. So we're going to redo it, but it ain't going to be tonight. Okay, got my park lights on, and now these aren't on. They were on when I checked it yesterday. Or was that the day before? I don't know. Something like that. Let's go into the plug here and find what's going on. I got two connections here. I'm going to go for this one first. I'll just check to see if I got any park lights, which should be the brown and the green wire, I want to say. That one's the brown's park lights. These two are your right and left signal light. One or the other, I can't remember, and the white's a ground. Okay, just checked it there, so I have nothing there. I'm going to move back to here, which is probably most likely the case, or spliced it together here. I used to play with this plug and it would work again, so it's probably bad contact in there. I really hate trailer wiring, guys. It's like, it's because it gets corroded. Trying to set you guys up so I can test this and with free hand. Oh, stay? Okay. I think I got a ground on my bumper. Not sure. That one's ground. This one should be power. Got power there. See the test light? I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Yeah. There. Power. Okay. So I should have park lights, right? Maybe. If I got a ground. Well, let's put this back in. It could be right in this wiring right here. Alright, so to check the power here and my ground at the same time, I've already checked the power. I know it's getting there. But the trailer is not getting a ground. And this stuff here is not the best ground in the world. That's painted. And I don't know how good that bumper is grounded. Anyway, so if I stick my test light into the power now, to check the ground now, it should have a light. Which I don't. No light. No light. So that means I got bad ground on the trailer. And that's why I got no brake lights or signal lights. Or park lights. Any lights. So now to figure out what we're going to do with that. Alright, so it's definitely a ground problem with the park lights, and I believe the brake lights and everything. Watch this. You can see that skimpy wire right there, and it's not tight. Everything's rusted right there. Watch. I'll touch the both jumper cables to their lights. Alright, let's get the socket set out. Alright, got a temporary ground wired on there, and it's not pretty. I don't have time to friggin' rewire that. So there's my trailer lights on now. Let's go check our brake lights. Okay, I got you zoomed out. It's hard to see. If you look between the fender and the trailer, see the red light? I got brake lights now. Which means I should have signal lights too. Now the only problem is I swapped that fuse out from the hazard lights / signal lights. Now I don't have any signal lights, but I'd rather have no signal lights and not have brake lights. So maybe I can scrounge up a fuse tomorrow. It ain't happening tonight. We're gonna call it good for now. It's cobbled, yes, it's cobbled, but that's where it goes till I can build a new jumper, build a new plug on this thing, like a new cable end, and maybe change that friggin' 7-way plug on the back or clean it up or something. But we have trailer lights again. Alright guys, it was nice meeting you, some of you at the Wheels on the Bay. Ran into a few of my subscribers. It's kind of cool. It's always great to see new faces. Yeah, so we'll be there tomorrow till 3, and then hopefully see you there. Anyway, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And please remember to hit that subscribe button and share this video. Talk to you later. Bye.